Good morning, students. I'm Darshana. I will be taking Maths for you for a few days. So, I'm going to take the chapter Special Types of Quadrilaterals in that exercise 17. First question. In parallelogram ABCD, angle A equal to 3 times angle B. Find all the angles of the parallelogram. In the same parallelogram, if AB equal to 5x minus 7 and CD equal to 3x plus 1, find the length of CD. So here a parallelogram ABCD is given. In that, angle A equal to 3 times angle B. That means angle A equal to 3 into angle B we can write. Okay. Find all the angles of the parallelogram. You have to find angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Okay, what are their measurements you have to find. So here, angle A and angle B. You know the properties of parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, so here AD parallel to BC we can see. These are opposite sides of a parallelogram. You can see from the diagram AD and BC are opposite sides, so they will be parallel. And this AB will be the transversal then. Okay, you know about parallelogram. You have studied in your lower classes. If AD is parallel to BC, this AB will be transversal. Okay, now these two angles, angle A and angle B, they form co-interior angles. That means angles on the same side of transversal or co-interior angles. Okay, so the sum of this co-interior angles will be 180 degree. Angle A plus angle B equal to 180 degree then. Okay, so since AD is parallel to BC, AB will be the transversal and angle A and angle B are co-interior angles. We have the properties of parallel lines, that is the sum of co-interior angles will be 180 degree. In your 6th standard textbook you have studied this. So angle A plus angle B equal to 180 degree here. Okay. Now angle A plus angle B equal to 180 degree since angle A and angle B are co-interior angles as AD parallel to BC. Okay. Now in place of this angle A, you can write 3 into angle B, that is 3 angle B you can write. Okay. Angle A plus angle B equal to 180 degree. Angle A, this is 3 times angle B. So you can write 3 into angle B. In place of angle A, you can write 3 into angle B plus angle B equal to 180 degree. Okay, for angle A, we substitute 3 angle B. Now you can add 3 angle B plus angle B. It is 4 angle B. 3 plus 1, 4 you will get. Okay, so 4 angle B equal to 180 degree. From this what you will get angle B? It is 180 by 4. You will get 45 degree. Okay, so angle B equal to 45 degree you got. Now you can find angle A. Angle A is 3 into angle B. So 3 into angle B it is 45 degree. So 3 into 45 what is the angle? 135 degree. Okay, so angle A you got 135 degree. Here angle B you got 45 degree. So what will be angle D and angle C? Angle A and angle C will be equal. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. That we know. Okay, so angle A equal to angle C equal to 135 degree. And angle B will be equal to angle D. They are also opposite angles. Okay, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are also equal. So, angle B equal to angle D equal to 45 degree. Okay, so we find all the angles of the parallelogram. Now, in that one more question is there. If AB equal to 5x minus 7 and CD equal to 3x plus 1. So, here AB, this is the side, this is given 5x minus 7. Okay, and CD, it is this side, it is given 3x plus 1. You have to find the length of CD. Okay, so which property we can use here? opposite AB and CD are opposite sides of a parallelogram. And we know in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal and parallel. So we can take opposite angles are equal here. Okay, AB equal to CD. Since they are opposite sides of a parallelogram, they are equal. So AB equal to CD means AB equal to CD since they are opposite sides. But AB, what is given AB? 5x minus 7. So 5x minus 7 equal to CD, it is 3x plus 1. Okay, now you can equate these two equations, expressions. Okay, x you can take to this side, 3x you can take to this side. So what you will get? 5x, 3x on taking to the left side, you will get a minus 3x. Okay, 5x minus 3x equal to 1. This minus 7 you can take to right side. So you will get plus 7. 5x minus 3x equal to 1 plus 7. Variables in one part and numbers in other part. Now 5x minus 3x, it is 2x equal to 1 plus 7, it is 8. Now you can solve for x. X equal to 8. This multiplication x 2. 2 into x it is. So multiplication on taking to other side, it will be division. So x equal to 8 by 2, you will get a 4. Okay, you have to find the length of CD, not x value. X equal to 4 we got. CD, it is given 3x plus 1. Okay, substitute the value of x here. 3 into 4 plus 1. You will get 12 plus 1 equal to 13. Okay, so CD equal to 13. Unit is not given, so you can just write a CD equal to 13 units. Okay. Second question. In parallelogram PQRS, angle Q equal to 4x minus 5 degree and angle S equal to 3x plus 10 degree. Calculate angle Q and angle R. So here a parallelogram is given PQRS. Let this be the parallelogram PQRS. Now in that angle Q, that is this angle, it is given 4x minus 5 degree. Okay, this is 4x minus 5 degree and angle S is given 3x plus 10 degree. This is angle S, it is 3x plus 10 degree. Okay, you have to calculate angle Q and angle R. Okay, now which property of parallelogram we can use here? Angles, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. That property we can use here. So angle Q equal to angle S. Since opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, we can write angle Q equal to angle S. Okay, what is given? Angle Q is given 4x minus 5 equal to angle S is given 3x plus 10. Okay, so you can write 4x minus 5 equal to 3x plus 10. Now you can equate. 3x you can take to this side, minus 5 you can take to the right side. Okay, so what you will get? 4x minus 3x. 3x on taking to this side, it will be minus 3x equal to 10. This minus 5 you can take to right side. So it will be plus 5. Okay, so 4x minus 3x, it is 1x, that is x. X equal to 10 plus 5, it is 15. Okay, so x value we got 15. Now you can find angle Q. Question is find the angle Q and angle R. So first angle Q, it is given 4x minus 5 degree. In place of x, what we can substitute? X equal to 15 we got. So that value we can substitute here. 4 into 15 minus 5 degree. Okay, now 4 into 15, it is 60. So you will get 60 minus 5, that is 55 degree. So angle Q, it is 55 degree. Now how can you find the angle R? We know that this angle Q and angle R, they are co-interior angles. Okay, here PQ is parallel to SR and QR is the transversal. Okay, so angle Q and angle R will form co-interior angles, and sum of co-interior angles, it is 180 degree. Okay, so angle Q plus angle R equal to 180 degree since they are co-interior angles. Angle Q plus angle R equal to 180 degree since angle Q and angle R are co-interior angles. Okay, and we know sum of two co-interior angles, it is 180 degree. That's why we wrote angle Q plus angle R equal to 180 degree. Now what we got angle Q? It is 55 degree. Okay, so 55 degree plus angle R equal to 180 degree. So what will be angle R? 180 degree minus 55 degree. You will get 125 degree. So angle Q equal to 55 degree and angle R equal to 125 degree. Okay. Third question. In rhombus ABCD, if angle A equal to 74 degree, find angle B and angle C. Second, if AD equal to 7.5 centimeter, find BC and CD. Okay. So here a rhombus is given, rhombus ABCD, in that angle A is 74 degree. You have to find angle B and angle C. Okay. Now, you know the you know what is a rhombus. A rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal. Okay. ഒരു പാരലലോഗ്രാമിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ സൈഡ്സും ഈക്വൽ ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതിനെ റോംബസ് എന്ന് പറയാം. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ റോംബസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ആക്ച്വലി പാരലലോഗ്രാം ആണ്. ആ പാരലലോഗ്രാമിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ സൈഡ്സും ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, സോ യു ക്യാൻ യൂസ് ഹിയർ ഓൾ ദി പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീസ് ഓഫ് പാരലലോഗ്രാം ഓൾസോ. ഓക്കെ, പാരലലോഗ്രാമിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീസും റോംബസിനും സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ ചെയ്യും. ബിക്കോസ് റോംബസ് ഈസ് എ പാരലലോഗ്രാം. ദാറ്റ്സ് വൈ. ഓക്കെ, നൗ angle A and angle C are opposite angles, so they will be equal. We know that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So here angle A and angle C are equal. Okay, so angle A equal to angle C equal to what is given angle A? It is 74 degree. So we find angle C equal to 74 degree we got here. This is 74 degree. Okay. Now you have to find angle B. So you know angle A and angle B are co-interior angles. AD is parallel to BC and AB is the transversal. So angle A and angle B are co-interior angles. Okay, so sum of co-interior angles, it is 180 degree. Angle A plus angle B will be 180 degree. Reason you can write sum of co-interior angles is 180 degree. Okay, now angle A, it is given 74 degree. So 74 degree plus angle B equal to 180 degree. So from this, how can you find angle B? It is 180 degree minus 74. You will get 106 degree. Okay, so first question answer, we got angle C equal to 74 degree and angle B equal to 106 degree. Okay, now in that second one, if AD equal to 7.5 centimeter, find BC and CD. Okay, this length of AD, it is given 7.5 centimeter. You have to find BC and CD. Very simple. ABCD is a rhombus. In a rhombus, all sides will be equal. Okay, rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal. So if AD equal to 7.5 centimeter, BC equal to CD equal to AB equal to 7.5 centimeter. All sides will be equal in a rhombus. Okay, so the second answer is BC equal to CD equal to 7.5 centimeter. Okay, you can write the answer. AD equal to BC equal to CD equal to 7.5 centimeter since all the sides of a rhombus are equal. Okay. Now fourth question. In square PQRS, if PQ equal to 3x minus 7 and QR equal to x plus 3, find PS. Second one, if PR equal to 5x and QS equal to 9x minus 8, find QS. So here a square is given. You can draw the diagram. This is one square. Square PQRS. Okay. If PQ equal to 3x minus 7. So PQ it is given 3x minus 7. QR it is given x plus 3. Find PS. You have to find the length of PS. Okay. So you know the properties of square. In a square, all sides are equal. So PQ will be equal to, QR will be equal to, RS will be equal to PS. Okay. Here PQ is given 3x minus 7. QR is given x plus 3. We know PQ equal to QR. So that we can use PQ equal to QR implies, in place of this PQ you can substitute 3x minus 7 equal to, in place of QR you can write x plus 3. So 3x minus 7 will be equal to x plus 3 since PQ and QR are equal. Okay. So 3x. This x you can take to left side, minus 7 you can take to right side. So what you will get, 3x minus x equal to 3 plus 7. Okay. 3x minus x, it is 2x equal to 3 plus 7, 10. So how can you find x? X equal to 10 divided by 2, you will get 5. Okay. Now you can find the PQ. Side PQ you can find. Okay. PQ equal to 3x minus 7 it is given. In place of this x you can substitute 5. We got x equal to 5. So 3 into 5 minus 7. That is 15 minus 7 you will get 8 units. Okay. Unit it is not given, so you can write 8 units. If PQ equal to 8 units, QR equal to QS, RS equal to PS equal to 8 units. All sides of a square are equal. We got PQ equal to 8 units. So QR will be 8 unit, RS will be 8 units, PS will be also 8 unit. Okay. Here you have to find PS. So PQ equal to PS equal to 8 units we can write. Okay. All sides of a square are equal. If you got a PQ, one side 8 units, then all the remaining 3 sides will be also 8 units. Okay, here we have to find PS. So PS equal to 8 units we can write. In that second question, we have to draw another diagram. If PR equal to 5x and QS equal to 9x minus 8, find QS. So this is square PQRS. In that PR, it is given 5x. This is PR, diagonal. Okay, it is given 5x. And QS, it is given 9x minus 8. So this is QS. It is 9x minus 8. Okay, you have to find QS. Length of QS you have to find. So you can use the properties of diagonals of a square. What do you know about diagonals of a square? In a square, diagonals are equal. Okay, diagonals are equal in a square. There is one property in a square. So here two diagonals you know, PR equal to QS. So PR, what is given PR? It is 5x. PR equal to 5x, it is given in the question. So 5x equal to QS. QS it is 9x minus 8. Okay. So you can write P as 5x equal to 9x minus 8. Okay. Now this 5x you can take to this side. Minus 8 you can take to left side. So you will get 8 equal to 9x minus 5x. Okay. That is 8 equal to 4x. Or you can write like this, 4x equal to 8. So what you will get the value of x equal to 8 by 4, it is 2. Okay. You got the value of x. Question is find QS. What is QS? It is 9x minus 8. So 9x, you can substitute x equal to 2. So 9 into 2 minus 8. That is 18 minus 8, you will get 10 units. So QS equal to 10 units. Fifth question. ABCD is a rectangle. If angle BPC equal to 124 degree, calculate angle BAP. Second one, angle ADP. Okay. So here a rectangle ABCD is given. In that angle BPC, this angle is given 124 degree. You have to find angle BAP, that is this angle, and angle ADP, this angle. Okay. Now you can see here angle BPC is given. And this is AC is a straight line. Okay. So this angle will be straight angle. Okay. Since AC is a straight line, angle APB and angle BPC form a straight angle. Straight angle means 180 degree. Okay. So you can write angle APB plus angle BPC equal to 180 degree since they form a straight line. Straight angle. Okay. Now angle BPC, it is given 124 degrees. So you can write angle APB plus angle BPC 124 degree equal to 180 degree. From this you can find angle APB equal to 180 degree minus 124 degree. You will get 56 degree. Okay, angle APB equal to 56 degree. That is this angle. It will be 56 degree. Okay. Now you can use the properties of rectangle here. That means diagonals, properties of diagonals of rectangle. Okay. You know diagonals of a rectangle are equal in length and also diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals equal ആണ്, diagonals പരസ്പരം bisectും ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. So what we will get? AP equal to BP equal to CP equal to DP. Okay, since diagonals are equal and diagonals bisect each other in a rectangle, we can write AP equal to BP equal to CP equal to DP. These four lengths will be in equal length. Okay, now consider this triangle APB. In triangle APB, these two sides are equal. AP equal to BP. Okay, if two sides of a triangle are equal means then it is an isosceles triangle, and you know the property of isosceles triangle. So let us draw this isosceles triangle here. This is triangle APB. Okay, this triangle APB I just draw here. Okay, in this isosceles triangle, this side AP, this side is equal to side BP, and this angle is given, I mean we got it 56 degree. Okay, we have to find this angle BAP. Now what is the property of isosceles triangle? In an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. ഒരു ഐസോസിലസ് ട്രയാങ്കിളിന് രണ്ട് ഈക്വൽ സൈഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് എ പി ഈക്വൽ ടു ബി പി എന്ന് കിട്ടി. ഓക്കെ, ആ ഐസോസിലസ് ട്രയാങ്കിളിന്റെ ഈക്വൽ സൈഡ്സിന് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വരുന്ന ആംഗിൾസും ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. അത് ഐസോസിലസ് ട്രയാങ്കിളിന്റെ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടിയാണ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഹിയർ ആംഗിൾ ബി എ പി വിൽ ബി ഈക്വൽ ടു ആംഗിൾ എ ബി പി. ബി പി സൈഡിനോട് ഈക്വൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആംഗിൾ ബി എ പി, എ പി സൈഡിനോട് ഈക്വൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആംഗിൾ എ ബി പി, ആൻഡ് ദീസ് ടു ആംഗിൾസ് വിൽ ബി ഈക്വൽ. In an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. That property you should know. Okay, isosceles triangle in equal sides in opposite varuna angles equal aayirikkum. So, if this angle is x, if angle BAP is x, angle ABP is also x. BAP x aanannundengil ABP x thanne aayirikkum. Now you can apply angle sum property here. Angle sum property of triangle, you know, sum of three angles will be 180 degree. So 56 degree plus x equal to 180 degree we can write. Okay, applying angle sum property in triangle ABP, we will get 56 degree plus x equal to 180 degree. Okay. So, in triangle ABP, 56 degree plus x equal to 180 degree by angle sum property we can write. Angle sum property. Okay. Now 56 degree plus x you can add, it is 2x equal to 180 degree. Now 2x equal to this 56 we can take to the right side. So you will get 180 degree minus 56 degree. What you will get? 180 minus 50, 130. 130 minus 6, it is 124 degree. Okay, so x will be 124 by 2, you will get 62 degree. Okay, so angle A, this x value we got a 62 degree. Okay, that is angle BAP equal to angle ABP equal to 62 degree we can write. Okay, our first question is angle BAP. So angle BAP equal to angle ABP equal to 62 degree we can write. From this angle BAP equal to 62 degree. This is our answer. Okay, ഒരു rectangle diagonals പരസ്പരം diagonals equal ആണ്, പരസ്പരം ബൈസെക്റ്റും ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. രണ്ട് ഈക്വൽ പാർട്സ് ആയിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, രണ്ട് ഡയഗണൽസും ഒന്നിനെ ഈക്വൽ ആയിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യാം. സോ വി ക്യാൻ റൈറ്റ് AP ഈക്വൽ ടു BP ഈക്വൽ ടു CP ഈക്വൽ ടു DP. അതിൽ ഈ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ APB കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ AP സൈഡ്, AP ആൻഡ് BP, ദീസ് ടു സൈഡ്സ് ആർ ഈക്വൽ. ഈ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഈ രണ്ട് സൈഡ്സ് ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. അതിൽ ഈ ആംഗിൾ the unequal, one angle it is given 56 degree. So you can find the other two angles by using the property of isosceles triangle and angle sum property. Isosceles triangle ആണ്, അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. Then you can use angle sum property. Okay, isosceles triangle പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഈക്വൽ സൈഡ്സിന് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് വരുന്ന ആംഗിൾസും ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. Okay, so AP, BP equal sides ആണ്. So അതിന് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് വരുന്ന ആംഗിൾസ്, ആംഗിൾ BAP യും ആംഗിൾ ABP യും ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. Okay, one angle of a triangle it is 56 degrees. So you can find the other two angles. Okay. In that second one you have to find angle ADP. Okay. Now you know angle BPC equal to 124 degree it is given. So what will be angle APD? This angle is also 124 degree. Okay, angle BPC equal to angle APD equal to 124 degree. The reason is they are vertically opposite angles. Okay, they are vertically opposite angles, so they are equal. Now you can take this triangle APD. In triangle APD, AP equal to DP. We know that since diagonals bisect each other and diagonals are equal, we have this property in rectangle, that is AP equal to BP equal to CP equal to DP. Diagonals equal ആണ്, diagonals bisect each other ആണ്. രണ്ട് പരസ്പരം ബൈസെക്റ്റും ചെയ്യുന്നതിനെ കൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം AP equal to BP equal to CP equal to DP. ഓക്കെ, ആ രണ്ട് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി കൊണ്ട് മാത്രമാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതുന്നത്. ഡയഗണൽസ് ഈക്വൽ ആണ്, രണ്ടെണ്ണം ഈക്വലും ആണ്, ബൈസെക്റ്റും ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതുന്നത്. എ പി ഈക്വൽ ടു ബി പി ഈക്വൽ ടു സി പി ഈക്വൽ ടു ഡി പി. Okay, so from that we can take these two sides, AP equal to DP. So in triangle APD, AP equal to DP. Okay, since diagonals bisect each other and diagonals are equal. So this triangle APD, it is an isosceles triangle. Considering this triangle APD, this triangle is an isosceles triangle. If AP equal to PD, then what about the angles opposite to these equal sides? ഈ രണ്ട് സൈഡ്സ് ഈക്വൽ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് അതിന് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് വരുന്ന ആംഗിൾസും ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. ഇൻ ആൻ ഐസോസിലസ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ, ഇഫ് ടു സൈഡ്സ്, ദ ആംഗിൾസ് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ടു ഈക്വൽ സൈഡ്സ് ആർ ഓൾസോ ഈക്വൽ. ഒരു ഐസോസിലസ് ട്രയാങ്കിളിന് ഈക്വൽ സൈഡ്സിന് ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് വരുന്ന ആംഗിൾസും ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. Therefore we can write angle PAD or DAP equal to angle ADP. Okay, these two angles DAP and ADP will be equal. In this triangle, these two sides are equal, AP and DP. Therefore, angles opposite to these two sides are also equal. Therefore, we can write DAP equal to ADP. Okay, now you can let it be x. Okay, let this angles be x. Now applying angle sum property in triangle APD. In this applying angle sum property, what you will get, 124 degree plus x equal to 180 degree. Okay, sum of three angles of a triangle 180 degree. So angle APD plus angle ADP plus angle DAP, angle DAP equal to 180 degree by angle sum property. Okay, in triangle APD, we are applying angle sum property. Okay, now angle APD, it is given 124 degree. I mean, we got it 124 degree plus angle ADP and DAP, it is x. So x plus x equal to 180 degree. So 124 degree plus x, it is 2x equal to 180 degree. So 2x equal to 180 degree minus 124 degree, you will get 56 degree. So what will be x? X equal to 56 by 2, you will get 28. Okay, so x equal to 28 degree you got. That is what we take x, angle ADP equal to angle DAP equal to 28 degree. Okay, for these two angles we gave x value. Okay, angle ADP and angle DAP we take it as x. So angle ADP equal to angle DAP equal to 128 degree, I mean 28 degree we got. Now our question is angle ADP. Therefore angle ADP equal to 28 degree. This is the answer. Okay.